software development.
Can we have them followed by CCNA? Cisco Certified Network, Then CCNP, Cisco Certified Network Professional. Can we have database? Database, followed by multimedia. Multimedia. Multimedia, then technical support. Technical support. Technical support followed by server network security. Server network security. And finally, we have IT. All right, thank you very much. We will now invite the dignitaries to take their seats on the high table. Can we have Madam Aisa Tundau? Ma'am? A round of applause for her, please. Honorable Halifa Saleh. Honorable Halifa Saleh. I guess we'll move on. Dr. Cherno Omar Bari. Dr. Bari. Honorable Halifa Saleh, everyone. And of course, Dr. Cherno Omar Bari. We're supposed to have Honorable Mama Kande and Professor Per Gomez, the Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, but they're not here yet. They'll be joining us momentarily. So we'll proceed. We will go ahead with the national anthem. So the technical team, if you're ready, can we all stand up for the national anthem? Technical room, whenever you're ready. Thank you very much, everyone. So we move on. The Gambia is a country of religion, so we can't begin this occasion without offering prayers. So I would like to invite Imam Baba Usman Jawara to lead us in the Muslim prayers. Imam.
ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. Let us pray together. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. اللهم إنا نسألك أن تعطي القائمين في هذه المؤسسة من علمك وفضلك وتعينهم على أداء واجباتهم بصدق وإخلاص. اللهم امنحهم القوة والصبر وبارك في أعمالهم. اللهم إنا نسألك أن توفق خريجاتنا وخريجنا في خطاهم المقبلة وأن تحقق لهم النجاح والتفوق في كل مكان يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنا نسألك الخير ما سألك منه عبدك ونبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعبادك الصالحون. اللهم إنا نسألك أن تجعل غامبيا روضة يا رب العالمين. اللهم وفق غامبيا وأهلها يا رب العالمين. اللهم طهر قلوبنا من النفاق. اللهم طهر بلادنا من الفساد برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم افتح عقول خريجاتنا وخريجنا واملأه بالعلم والمعرفة والإيمان برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Amen. Thank you very much, Ya Imam. We will now invite Pastor Benny Sula to lead us in the Christian prayer.
Good morning. It's a privilege for me to stand here this morning, and I just want to take this opportunity and then we pray together. Almighty God, the creator of heaven and earth, we thank you for this wonderful opportunity to be here, because from the very beginning you have ordained this day. We thank you for the life of all that have assembled here this morning, to celebrate the achievement you have done in our life. Also, we say thank you for all those that have supported them to go through this journey. We give you all the glory, we give you all the praise in Jesus' name. Above all, also, Father, we commit this assembly, this event into your hand, and we pray that you take absolute control, that all that we to do here this wonderful morning, let it be to your glory in Jesus' name. And we say, take absolute control from this very hour to the closing of the event. Let your name alone be glorified. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, our King. Thank you, our Creator. In Jesus' precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen. We've been joined by Professor Per Gomez, the Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology. Welcome, Prof. We are glad to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this occasion. As I said, my name is Chernoge, and I will be your moderator for the rest of these activities today. And I would like to share a few things before we begin. From inception to now, IITH has trained over 3,000 students in various departments. From 2023 to 2024 alone, they have graduated over 400 students in the areas that I mentioned when the graduates walk in. We have people who did multimedia, database administration, IT, Cisco, you name it. And the interesting thing about this particular institution is that a whopping 70 to 80% of all of their graduates are either employed or self-employed. Right? And the question we ask is, why is it important to say this? Why is it important to put these numbers out there? It's because we are struggling with the question of youth employment. We're struggling with the question of irregular migration. We're struggling with the question of inequality in a lot of areas. We are struggling with the question of opportunities for young people in this country. And everybody graduating here is a young person. So when we talk about creating the avenue, a platform, an education institution that empowers young people, to not just find jobs, but become job creators as well. This was the very dream of the founders that started IITH. And this is something that has been manifested for the years that they have been in operation. And so it takes me back to what Phil M. Jones said in his book. He wrote this small book called Exactly What to Say. And it's a very interesting book. And in the book he said, we do what we do for two reasons. We do it, one, to get away from the darkness. And two, those of us who are no longer in the darkness, we do what we do to get to the light. And in my opinion, Phil M. Jones didn't finish that. It's incomplete. We don't just have two people. We don't just do what we do for two reasons. There's a third person. There's a third reason why we do what we do. Some of us do what we do to get away from the darkness. Some of us do it to get to the light. And then there's a third individual, or a third group of people. We do what we do to help people get from the darkness into the light. And that is what institutions like IITH is doing. And that is what every other institution is supposed to do. And that is what you, the graduates who will be lucky or ambitious enough to not just look for employment, but create it, that is what you will be doing. Helping individuals to get from the darkness to the light. Our country is at a situation where we have an opportunity to get a lot of things right, but we're also struggling with a lot of challenges. So in this intersection, the role is not just on government. It is not just on educational institutions like IIT, but on individuals like all of you graduating today, like myself standing here today. The responsibility is on all of us to take a chance, not just on the country, but to take a chance on ourselves as well. So as you leave today, as you graduate, as you wear this gown and you take a photo and you celebrate with your family, understand that the decision you make after today, what you choose to do with your life, what you choose to do with the education that you have gained from this institution, has a lot to do with where this country is going to be. It is no longer just about you as an individual. We are Africans. We are communal people. You're not just the son or the daughter of your parents. You are the son and daughter of the community. And so, whatever you choose to do with the education you've gained, let it be something that serves that community that you belong to. Because Ryan Holiday tells us in his book, Ego is the Enemy, that the world is not a stage. There is nobody to perform for. There is nobody to impress. There's only work to do and things to learn in everything that surrounds us. And you are leaving IITH, but the world in itself is a classroom. And when you stop learning, you have grown old, whether you are 20 or 95. The moment you stop learning, you're already old. So don't grow old, ever. Because learning is the only thing that the brain never stops doing, that the brain never gets tired of, that the brain never gets bored of. Actually, when you stop learning is when the brain gets tired, it's when the brain gets bored, it's when the brain, becomes useless. So on that note, keep learning. And as I said, whatever you choose to do with the education you have gained from this graduation today, let it be something that doesn't just serve you as an individual, but serves the community that you come from. On those words, I would like to invite the center manager, Mr. Ellerman, to give his opening remarks. A round of applause for him, please.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. To the graduates, what's the name of the institution? The full name of the institution, what's the name? I'm not hearing you. I am not hearing you, seriously. Indian Institute of Hardware Technology, IIHT Gambia. Right? Members of board of IIHT Gambia, our honorable guest speaker, distinguished speakers, invited guests, our esteemed graduates, media houses here present, staff of IIHT Gambia, ladies and gentlemen, Good morning to you all, and welcome to the 2024 graduation ceremony. Today we celebrate the remarkable achievements of over 300 students and the bright futures that lie ahead of them. Our theme for this year's ceremony is Empowering the Future Through Technology, which reflects our mission and vision at IIHT Gambia. In a world where technology constantly evolves and shapes our daily lives, we must equip our students with knowledge and the power to innovate, lead, and drive change. We are honored to have with us today our speakers, Honorable Halifa Saleh, Dr. Cherno Omar Bari, our own board member, Mrs. Dow, and our guest speaker, the Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science, and Technology, Honorable Professor Per Gomez. The professor is a visionary leader in the field of technology. He exemplifies the essence of our theme and will share invaluable insights on how technology can empower us to shape a better tomorrow. We eagerly anticipate their words of wisdom and inspiration. To our esteemed graduates, this important day shows the benefits of your hard work, dedication, and determination. You don't want to clap for yourselves? Over the years, you have absorbed yourself in learning introduction to information technology, database administration, multimedia, technical support, CCNA, CCNP, software development, and a lot more. You have tackled complex problems, developed innovative solutions, and prepared yourselves to step positively into the technology industry. Beyond the technical skills you have acquired, you have also embraced the core values that will guide you through your careers, which are integrity, collaboration, and a passion for continuous learning. These values will empower you to not only adapt to the rapidly changing technological landscape, but to also be at the forefront of creating the future. Our students have worked diligently to master their respective fields. The students' presentations will be testament to the hard work, commitment, and dedication they have endured. As we celebrate your achievements, let us also acknowledge the unwavering support of your families, your friends, sponsors, and our dedicated admin staff and lecturers. Absolutely. Without their support, it would have not been possible. Their encouragement and guidance have been instrumental in your journey to this moment. Your achievement represents countless stories of determination, creativity, and triumph. It reflects our commitment to equipping you with theoretical knowledge, practical skills, real-world experiences that are critical in today's competitive job market. It is a testament to the supportive and nurturing environment provided by our dedicated staff. The knowledge and skills you have gained at IIHT Gambia are the foundation upon which you will build your career and make your mark on the world. Use technology to innovate, to solve problems, and to make a positive impact on society. Let us celebrate this momentous occasion with pride and joy. You are the architects, leaders, and innovators of tomorrow, and we are incredibly proud of you all. The future is yours to shape, and we do not doubt you will do so with brilliance and determination. On a final note, I would request a minute of silence for some of our students that have completed their exams, but they are not with us anymore. They passed. They were supposed to be here with us, but when Allah decides, we cannot do anything. And there are also students that are not here because they are battling with their health. So I request a minute silence. We pray for them and then I continue. Please, a minute silence. Thank you all. We advise you guys and the people that are your parents to bring your siblings, family members, friends, relatives to IIHT, where we connect talent to opportunities. I thank you all for your kind attention and congratulations to all the graduates.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. We have, he has highlighted the work that IITH does. I mean, IIHT, I keep saying IITH, Indian Institute of Hardware Technology. You know, what has become clear to us recently, actually, very, very recently, is the fact that everything is becoming technological. You cannot do anything without technology anymore. You want to do your banking stuff, you do it on your phone. You want to do money transfer, you do it on your phone. You want to study, actually, all of your studying, every book, everything is done on the internet now. Everything is done through technology, right? So when your lecturers send notes, for example, they send you e-notes. So everything that you do is done in technology. The world has become a global village through technology. Business is done through technology. You can sit in your house and order something from China and it will be delivered to your doorstep. You can do that from every corner of the world, right? So right now we are in this place, with regards to the development of technology, we are at the creative destruction stage. That is, technology is taking jobs from people. A lot of work that used to be done manually by people is now being done automatically. It has been automated because of technology. And what that means is, if you are pursuing an education in technology, well, the jobs of the future, all of them are going to technology. So all of you are in a safer place than people like me who studied law, right? Because I am sure in a few years we will have automated lawyers as well. If you need legal advice, you don't have to pay somebody money to sit in their office and talk to them. You can do it through a computer. So that brings us to the significance of the field of study that you guys have pursued, but also the kind of education that IIHT is offering and the need for us to foster that. And I'm hoping we will hear more about that because we have the Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology with us who will be speaking. The next speaker we have is Madam Aissatou Ndaw. Madam Aissatou Ndaw sits on the board of IIHT and she will be delivering a statement on behalf of the board of directors. Madam Ndaw.
Honorable Professor Pierre Gomez, Honorable Halifa Salah, Dr. Charno Omar Bari, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, staff of IIHT, proud parents, and most importantly, our esteemed graduates, good morning to you all. It's with great pride and honor that I stand before you to represent our board of directors chair. And on behalf of the IIHT board, I warmly welcome you to this I welcome you to our fourth graduation ceremony and congratulate our graduates for successfully completing their course. Today, we celebrate the remarkable achievements of our graduates who have worked tirelessly to reach the significant milestones. This occasion marks a momentous day as we initiate the Institute's graduating class of 2024, ushering them into the world as forces of development, both nationally and internationally. For IIHT, it's a mark of growth as we have nurtured and equipped you over the years, confident that you will make a positive impact. IIHT, which is Indian Institute of Hardware Technology, the Gambia, accredited by the National Accreditation and Quality Assurance Authority, has grown steadily since its inception in 2019. This success is not just reflected in numbers, but in the countless success stories that have been created. Our commitment to excellence has earned us the trust of renowned organizations. We rely on IIHT to fulfill their human resources requirement and also to support young people. One of those is that IIHT, in collaboration with the International Trade Center and through the European Union funded Youth Empowerment Project, which is here, IIHT Gambia was able to offer a 6-month training in digital marketing, level 4, and a diploma in network security as part of the Skype Fund 3 skills development program. This program aimed to support the economic development of the Gambia and improve the livelihood of the people. At IIHT Gambia, we have dedicated so many years of decades of transforming IT talent. And IIHT is not only Gambia, but also worldwide, advocating for technological advancement in both retail and enterprise sector. Our learning paths are meticulously designed to align with the evolving needs of the IT industry, ensuring that both freshers and professionals are well equipped to tackle industry challenges. Our courses adopt a comprehensive approach, providing job-ready training for aspirants and career progression opportunities for IT professionals. The past year has been particularly noteworthy for IIHT Gambia. From 2023 to 2024, we have proudly graduated over 300 students across various programs. Can we have a round of applause for that? Now, these programs include diplomas in Introduction to IT, Database Administration, Multimedia, Technical Support, Cisco Certified Network, Professional, as well as Advanced Diploma in Software Development and Database Administration. And I am delighted to report that 70 to 80% of our graduates have already secured employment and are engaged in self-employment, a testament to the quality and relevance of our training program. Can we have a round of applause for that? Thank you very much. Graduating class, today is a celebration of your hard work, perseverance, and dedication. You have not only gained technical skills, but also developed a mindset of continuous learning and adaptability, which is crucial in today's rapidly evolving IT landscape. Your achievements are a source of immense pride for us, and we are confident that you will continue to excel in your career, contributing significantly to the IT industry and beyond. As you step into the professional world, remember that learning does not end here. The knowledge and skills you have acquired at IIHT are the foundations upon which you will build your future. Embrace every opportunity, challenge the status quo, and remain committed to personal and professional growth. The journey ahead will be filled with new experiences, and I have no doubt that each of you will make a lasting impact. To our dedicated staff and administrators, thank you for your unwavering commitment to our students' success. Your guidance, mentorship, and support has been instrumental in shaping the future of these graduates. To the parents and families, your encouragement and sacrifice have played a vital role in this journey, and today we share the joyous moment with you. In closing, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to each of our graduates. You are the torchbearers of IIHT legacy, and we look forward to witnessing your continuous success and contribution to the world of IT. Remember, the future is in your hands, and with the education and training you have received, there are no limits to what you can achieve. Thank you, and congratulations to IIHT graduating class of 2023.
Thank you very much, Madam Lau. Every speaker keeps highlighting the success stories, the incredible work that we have at IIHT. And so how do we keep the trend going? How do we change the narrative? How do we make sure the people we're graduating from our institutions secure jobs? Because that is the issue. People will tell you, we have graduates from the Gambia College, we have graduates from the university, we have graduates from Iowa, but we are struggling to get jobs. What do we do different? What do we need to do different? Do we need to change the things we are teaching, or do we need to change the way we are teaching them? Right? Technology is relevant right now, and it is going to be relevant in the future. So pick a field that is going to stay relevant as we grow, as we continue to move as a nation, but also as a world, because we don't live in isolation. We are at a stage where you can have somebody working from home and somebody living in the Gambia working in his own living room and working for a company in India or in the United States or Turkey or any other part of the world. And they'll be making more money than those of us dressing up and going to the office every day. What is making that possible? It's technology. So it's the right form of investment to do in your education. The next speaker we have is somebody that we all know, is somebody that we all revere, is somebody I personally look up to as a role model, not just in the line of work that he does or the career that he has built, but on the personal qualities that he has as a human being. He has been a great inspiration to me, and he has been a great inspiration to a lot of young people, but also to a lot of Gambians. I would like to invite Honorable Halifa Sallah to deliver his statement.
Honorable Per Gomez, the Minister of Higher Education, Madam Aissatou Ndaw, Gambia College Principal, Dr. Cherno Barry. All these people are educationists. Educationists whose primary role is to guide the destiny of countries. And this is the beginning of the end of a journey, but it's the beginning of another beginning. And our role is to inspire you to rely on your achievement in order to prepare for another beginning and another future. But you are not islands unto yourselves. You live in a society. Technology enables you to harness the equipments, the instruments that you can utilize to be able to render service, either to agriculture, industry, or to communication in general. It's a tool. What I am here to do is to demystify it. Society is about nature and nurture. Today, without that central bank, where we deposit all the wealth of our country, an institution that should guide the banks, insurance companies, in order to have the capital necessary to invest in the productive base of the economy, there will be no development. And that central bank must be managed by economists. And your schools must be managed by educationists. Because there was a time in society when the world was young. Human beings were just there, confronting the ready-made forces of nature, barehanded. They had no boats to gather what they needed from the waters, harness what they needed from the waters. No means to domesticate the animals or the plants. They had to rely on experience, trial and error to be able to survive. And knowledge and practice were united. You live by example. You do and learn. But today, we're living in a different era, where you will eat today food that you did not produce. Sitting on chairs you did not make in this mighty hall that needed carpenters and masons. That is the division of labor in society. So society cannot exist by simply having people staying in a home and believe that you can work at home. How will we farm to produce food on the table? Society exists because of division of labor. And society must plan itself, prepare its young, fit them into the division of labor as society demands, as necessity demands. So you are preparing yourself to be part of society. Don't isolate yourself from the rest of society. Be concerned that where society goes will either enhance your earning capacity or limit it. But never give up. Know that human beings are very innovative. They have the capacity to understand the challenges of life and come up with solutions. They are convinced that every problem has a solution. And you are a social being as well as an individual being. Do your best and gain from society what it can give you. Because the duty of every human being is to give to society what will lead to its development, and give your best and take from society what is required for you to live a good quality life, and take from it on the basis of the quantity and quality of work that you give. Be ready to work honestly, and you will develop to a higher level. But be assured that you are now going to face the challenges of life like your parents did, who sometimes will look back at their own benefit, defer their enjoyment of the earnings that they are making to invest it in you so that you become what you are today. We must thank and congratulate the parents for this product that is now before us. And you will do the same for others. Know that our societies are facing many challenges. And the issue of hardware technology is key. Just imagine, you sit one day and you go to a bank and you find in your account millions, hundreds of thousands that you did not expect. Then you ask yourself the question, how do I have this in my account? They said, there is a failure of the system. There is no cyber security for a financial institution. This is why when Honorable Usman Ba, and I will also use the same word, has never been a minister or National Assembly member who we usually call Honorable, but Honorable Ibu Job, an educationist, came to me agreeing that they will work together in order to create this institution. I became very much inspired that Gambians from different backgrounds could come together to build an institution, not only for the Gambia. The anticipation is that the institution will be part of the International Division of Labor, that these students can work for all the institutions outside of this country and earn to add value to their nation. So we are individuals, we are Gambians, we are Africans, but we are also part of the whole world. And our eyes must go further afield and prepare ourselves for all manner of work, but knowing fully well that the nation is the bastion of our salvation. We must be loyal to this nation, serve it, and serve it with all our might, with all our mind, with all our heart, so that we build a country that can feed into Africa, feed into the world, and create an international division of labor that will address the problems that we now have, where a child will grow up, mature, have aspiration, like this girl that I'm going to mention to close, with a small child going to Senegal to be able to buy goods, having in hand over $100,000, but decide to join the boat. And then in the middle of the waters, the child could not breathe anymore, vomiting, and ultimately died in her hands. Not only that, but the boat also capsized. Fortunately, they were rescued, but she was the last to hold onto the net that was sent to rescue them. But thinking, as the friend said, what she would tell the husband if she were to survive, she decided to leave the net and went into the bottom of the ocean. We should go back and remember that woman with tremendous aspiration to succeed, but the door is closed. Success relies on two things. You must have the will and the ambition. That is the key. But the opportunity must be there to succeed. It is now time for us to open the door of success so that our children will become successful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Sala. I cannot add anything onto that. The tragedies of the struggles that young people are going through in this country is something that cannot be overemphasized. And it's a conversation that we can keep having the whole day. We can talk about the problems. But I have a feeling we have had that conversation so many times. We have had so many speeches about what is wrong with this country, what is going wrong, what is going wrong. I would rather we dedicate more effort into what the solutions should look like and what we can do about that. The next activity we have on the program guide is we have a student presentation. So the multimedia students have a demonstration to make. And the team is Omar An, Ami Cham, Chilal Seka, and Jalika Fofana.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Amicham, and here are my colleagues. We, the multimedia students of IIHT, thank the entire management for giving us this golden opportunity to showcase what we have been doing for the past 9 months. And also, we thank our lecturer who is behind all the things that we are going to present today. So I will now have Jalika to take us through Photoshop. Jalika, the floor is yours.
Good day, everyone, and thank you all for joining us here today. So I'm excited to take you through the interesting world of Photoshop. But before going further, I would just like to give you a little introduction in Photoshop. Photoshop is a powerful Adobe powerful software that can be used for graphic designing, digital photo editing, and digital art. So I would like the technical room to start showing the. So in Photoshop, you can edit pictures like this. Some pictures may have that dark spot, so you can edit pictures and clear all the dark spot there. Next. The same one is like this. You can edit pictures clearly, and for those of us who have dark spot, you can use Photoshop to erase all the dark spot there. Next. This one is a promotional flyer for social media. The size is like 1080 by 1080, and it's designed for it's an RGB format because it's for social media content. It can only be used for social media. This one too is the same size, 1080 by 1080, for social media posts, RGB format. This one too is another size, 1080 by 1080. This one too is another RGB format for social media content. This one is a party flyer or event flyer. You can also design event flyers in Photoshop. Another summer jam flyer. You can design different kind of flyer, depend on what the customer wants. And this one is a design of a book. You can design book covers in Photoshop. Like this one is a Whisper of Your Heart by Seru DM Camera. And this one is another book cover. You can design book covers in Photoshop. This one is Ember Coupe by Seru DM Camera too. And this one is another flyer for social media content, like stop violence against women. Sorry, and it states that one love is not violence. And this one is another cultural flyer, that is Doroba cultural flyer. It can also be used for content, or you can print it out. Depend on what the customer wants. This one is just a simple flyer that can be used for covers, like sharing 2 love stories. Depend on what the customer wants to. It's an RGB format, and this one is a billboard. This one is a billboard 3x4. You can design billboards in Photoshop, depending on what the 3x4, either each size, depend on what the customer wants to. So, thank you all. I will now allow my colleague, Amicham, to take you through Illustrator.
Once again, my name is Amicham. I'm excited to be here with you today, and I will be presenting on Illustrator. First, this is a design logo. As you can see, this is for it's for power, like electricity. So the size of this is 1080 by 1080. So in Illustrator, you can design any logo of your choice. Anyhow you want to design the logo, you can do it. Next. This one also is a construction logo. As you can see, it's not difficult to design this thing, honestly. But it's a construction logo. Next. This one too is another logo. made by us on Illustrator. It's a gateway. Next. This one is a business card. That's the front one. And so normally, on a business card, we have front and the back. So the one on top, the company name is the front one, and the one down is at the back. So we join them on one flyer, which is the size is 1080 by 1080. Next. And this one is a concert flyer. It was made from Illustrator. The size is 1080 by 1080. Next. This one too is a concert flyer. It's 7 by 10, and also is a social media. The important thing is here in multimedia is when designing, we have two types of designing. There is one that we normally print, and the other one we normally is for social media. The one for social media we normally call it RGB. They are meant for social. When you design them, you cannot like print them. It's just meant for the social media. The other one is for CMYK. That one, whenever you design them and you made them on CMYK, definitely is going to be printed, not for social media. So this one is for social media. Next. This one too is a advertisement flyer. The size is 1080 by 1080, and it was designed from Illustrator. This one too is branding. We have branding and packaging. So we normally use vector images to do this branding. Next. This one too is another branding. This one is a calendar. The size of this calendar is 1080 by 1080, and it was designed from Illustrator. And this one is a nature design, which was made by us on Illustrator. So I will now have Omar, my colleague, to take us through Premiere Pro.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Omar An. I am a graduate of the Multimedia Student Program. Today I will be presenting on my final project, a video created on Premiere Pro. This video is talking about coups. We all know what coups is doing in our society right now, killing a lot of our brothers. And please, let's stay away from coups. Sorry, play the video, not this video, not this video. Yeah.
In a united front against the alarming spread of misinformation and disinformation surrounding the use and the consequence of drug-like coups, a task force comprising the Army, Police, Immigration, Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Gambia Revenue Authority, Civil Society Organization, and Minister of Health embarked on a crucial sensitization and awareness campaign. Their mission is to empower communities with accurate information for positive decision-making and to confront the negative impact of drug-related issues in society. The task force travels key areas including Jawara, Dawda, and Kairaba post, reaching out to diverse security personnel at the border with a vital message of hope and awareness. A new drug called coups is wreaking havoc in West Africa. It's made from a variety of toxic substances. Coups causes users to fall asleep while walking, fall over, banging their heads against hard surface, swallow their tongues, and walking into a moving traffic without notice. Coups drug has no smell due to the mixture of the substance. According to research, the potential dangers of coups drug substance can cause users, especially the youths. According to research, among them is mental health effects. There is evidence to suggest that cannabis use, especially in young people whose brains are still developing, is linked to an increased risk of mental health issues such as anxiety and depression. It also has an impact on the brain development. The brain continues to develop in the mid-20s, and regular cannabis use during adolescence can interfere with this process, potentially leading to long-term cognitive impairments and lower IQ. Cannabis use can impair judgment and decision-making, which can be particularly risky for young people, as it may lead to unsafe behaviors such as driving, misbehaving, acting unnecessarily, or acting in a manner where they lose consciousness. It is important to note that the effects cannabis can vary depending on factors such as the individual's age, genetic frequency, and quantity of use, and methods of consumption. While some may use cannabis without experiencing significant harm, it is crucial to be aware of the potential risk, particularly for adolescents and young adults. Stay away from drug, stay away from cause. Drug is deadly, drug is dangerous. Never limit your children of building a future. To have a successful future, stay away from drug.
We all have seen what cause is doing in our society. This video, I created it with some cartoons and then with some videos and with some pictures animations. And then the other video will be on news reporting, because there was a time I will be looking at news and then I wonder how these people do this kind of news. I see some lines animations, but then I don't know how to do it. But then with the help of the school, now I'm also presenting one video about news to show people what I have did. Not this video, the other video.
Bismillah mongoi kabara TV jadane kabaro jidi hedengal pula tobdo burde de mono edal kabaro jidi et tubede QTV betam el juma hande afal danoga se jebom lewo julay wala mbiri lewo jede buru hitande hitande ujuna jidi de noga sa nay be ganduda non woni ende no be mayo ende Senegal nangum Lana kandanguda ko sukaɓe gamminnaɓe fodde no temedere capanɗe jeeɗato fokkinnoɓe bakoye manam gortal esla tigi noon ɓe nangi fawyi hen e sappo e jowɓe ganduɗa ko Sénégal naaɓe en jahat toon to diwana Jamakouta darena ko yurmini ko waɗi ko ɗon no ngeyni caggal toɓo hewgo newo jippi toon en jima wondenan kewɓe garata ɗo ɓe mbaali sababu ne ndiyam ɗam nattume nder cuuɗi maɓe yakkaniɓe ko heewi hande ɗum waynoɓe ɓe ganduɗa woni Jamakouta naaɓe eɓe nodda balla mairie mo e kadi noon ɓe ganduɗa woni laamu ngu e beele noon gorɗe ɗe ganduɗa ɗe puɗɗam tigi ko deji noon mbaɗi sababu mo noɓe keɓkori e kadi noon ɓe mbiya wondenam deɓe ne solution manam feere heɓoto hen ko ganduɗa ko woni ɗen ɗon caɗele en jima wondenam kewɓe cuuɗiɗi maɓe ɗi cuuɗi maɓe ɗi lowo ndiyam ha heewi e kadi noon moɗo waktu ɓe ngalaɗo ɓe goni nokki bako mo windiri ni musidɓe tedduɓe oɗo wonno kabako men cakkitiɗo hande ɗen kabara TV ko musidɗo mon Amisen Deme on jarama mbalen jaam.
This was the news I made. This is something that is happening currently. And then the other video will be a music video, because by then I used to see some music videos in different locations, but then I don't know how to do it. But right now, thank God, with the help of IIHT, I can edit a music video, and any kind of video you give me, I can give it a try. Let's watch the music video together.
It's Jawara.
Everybody say the things and we find out, let me see your letters, yeah.
This showcases the skills and technique we have been doing during our studies. I will allow my colleague to present on digital marketing. Chilen Seka.
Hello everyone. I believe my colleagues have elaborated on the power of being a graphic designer and a multimedia student. Through the wonderful and unique work that they've presented here today, they've not only shown that we are graphic designers or we are multimedia personnel, but they've shown that we inspire, we change the narratives, we bring voices to life, and we also bring thoughts to life. So before I move further, please help me give a round of applause to everyone with me here on stage today. With all that being said and shown, I will take you through the aspect of digital marketing and showcasing your talent, not only as a graphic designer, but in any sector that you might be engaged in. You might want to be out there, you might want the world to see you, to know what you're doing. You might want them to reach out to you while you're sitting comfortably in your own world. All that we make possible through digital marketing. When we talk about digital marketing, the first thing that comes to our minds are our social media platforms. The WhatsApps, the TikTok, the Facebook, you name them. But there is more to digital marketing than just social media. We are in an era of technology. New tools and new softwares are being introduced and are being developed every day, such as email marketing, Google Ads, the ads you see playing when you go into a website or an app, SEOs, search engine optimization, getting your name out there for the world to know you, content creation, where you can post your work on your platforms, SMS marketing. I'm sure we receive SMS from these social media, from the GSM companies, especially Africa. I will always use them when I'm saying that. So we can also be known through SMS marketing, organic search engines, website creation, showing the world who you are, what you are about, and getting them to come to you. As digital marketing students, we create websites to make all of this possible. We'll be showing you a website that we've created using a particular site called 123. There are different sites though that you can use to create your website and become known to others. But today we're just going to show you a website that we built on site 123. As you can see, that is Astra Media. The website is about graphic designing. Being a photographer or a doctor or in any field that you might be engaged in, you can have your own website, customize it, and make it your own. This is about graphic design, and this is how we designed our website here. That is our portfolio, where all our works, well, almost all our works are being shown. So you see, it's just like a profession. It is a professional website, I would say. It's having our service, the logo, calendar design, book covers, all the services that we offer are visible. The contact number where you can reach us. I'm sure we do see this. When we go to Google and type a particular website or type a particular name, we see something like this, right? So it is possible that we also create it. That is the map, in case you want to visit us, but we don't have a place right now. Okay, that is what we have to show you for the digital marketing aspect. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next video we are about to show you can be used for Google Ads. It can be used for Google Ads and for content creation. But for today, we are showing you this video purposely to show you what sorry, I'm a student of IOU, so to show you what IIHT is all about. I know that we've had a bit about IIHT from the previous personnel that were here, but we are going to take you in the school and you see life in IIHT.
My name is Jawara. I am a student in Indian Institute of Agriculture and IIHT Gambia. We was formed in 2018, initially commenced business in 2018. Over the years, we have trained over 2,000 students from various programs. IIHT is a franchisee of Indian Institute of Technology in India, and we are recognized by the National Accreditation Authority, which is NACA. The other programs are technical support, diploma in introduction to IT, database, diploma in multimedia, CCNA, CCNP, cyber security, advanced diploma in software development. We also have partnerships with IIHT, which is UK-based London. We are working with them on level 4, 5, and 6 diplomas. IIHT core business is ICT training. We are focused on industry of information technology. We could be reached out at number 5 just around American Embassy. You can also read by telephone 7001968, 7001968. You could also visit our website at www.iihtgambia.gm. You could also send your queries, inquiries to info@iihtgambia.gm.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end of our presentation. But before we leave the stage today, we have something on behalf of all the multimedia students. The other students, I'm not including you, I'm only including my people. And we have all the multimedia students. As we stand here today, at the culmination of our journey as graphic design and multimedia students, we celebrate not just our achievements, but also the growth, the challenges, and the creativity we've embraced along the way. Each design we've created is a testament of our dedication, passion, and the countless hours of hard work we've invested. Our time here has been filled with moments of inspiration, collaboration, and learning. We've pushed the boundaries of our imagination and honed the skills to turn visions into reality. Today, as we presented our works, we not only showcase our talents, but also the potential we hold for the future. Graphic design is more than just an art form. It is a powerful tool for communication, a bridge between ideas and reality. As we step into the professional world, let's remember the lessons we've learned here, to stay curious, to embrace challenges, and to never stop creating. To our mentors, thank you for your guidance and support. To our families and our friends, thank you for your unwavering encouragement. And to my fellow graduates, let's continue to inspire and be inspired. As someone I know usually says, acquire to inspire before you expire, and continue to aspire and to acquire what you require and desire. And when you are tired, do not retire, but refire, as altitude, aptitude, and gratitude will determine your latitude, altitude, and fortitude among multitude. With that, I say congratulations to us all. We won't do justice if we do not show our gratitude to our teacher, Mr. Njagaso, for his time and service. The entire multimedia students, thank you. Let's applaud him as he joins us on stage.
Good afternoon to you all. Well, as we all witnessed, it was a wonderful show that they presented here. But all thanks to them, I don't have much to say because I'm filled with joy today seeing these guys creating amazing things. None of this, I haven't participated in any of this what they were doing. So honestly, it's a portrayal that what they've been learning, it has been sinking with them. So with that, I would thank all of you, all the graduates here and the high table. IIHT, like I said, our main mission here is to change the dynamics, and we are really trying our utmost best to see that things are done the way they're supposed to be. Thank you very much.
That was a great presentation, and I'm glad that the lecturer came up here. Why? Because sometimes I don't think we recognize enough the role that teachers and lecturers play in the efforts we are making to move this country to where we want it to be. These young people are able to come up here and do what they did. And Eliman was telling me about some of the things that Omar is doing, Omar An himself, that he has his own online TV platform where he's doing these things that he just presented. And he was able to get the skills to do that on his own because of what happened at IIHT. So I think we need to recognize the role that the teachers, that the lecturers play in helping develop the skills so that young people can do the things that they're doing. And that was Pular Matamala Bete. That was good. That was some very, very, very clear Fuller. So we are a little bit behind time, so we will just move ahead to the next speaker. I would like to invite Dr. Cherno Omar Bari to deliver his statement. Dr. Bari, a round of applause for him, please.
I'm using technology to do my presentation. I think it's up, right? Yes. Honorable Halifa Saleh, Honorable Professor Pierre Gomez, Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, my sister Aisha Sundau, board member, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, that is the teachers and the administration, proud parents and friends here present, the press, and most importantly today, our graduating class of 2024. Waaye man nag dama koy change tuuti dama làkk ci olof am dégguñ angale balaa ma dellu ci angale gërëm waajur yi tey seen bés la seen doom jëkkër métier lu ko gën a rafet amut jàppale leen ñu jànga gis ne ñi ngay njëriñ gis ne dinañ am li ñoo amee liggéey ba pare isi koom-koom ci kër gi ba pare yokk ci koom-koom bi kër gi yéen ñi leen jàppale nag ndax da ngeen leen jox xaalis ndax da ngeen leen muñal waxtu bi ñooy study loolu yëpp bokk na ci li tax ñoom ñu succeed kon nag war nañ leen a tàccu kon tàccu leen parents yi lu gën a bëri ñun waajur yi dañ ñu dee fàtte waaye yaa ngi imagine jigéen boo xam ne dafay muñ jëkkëram di study all the time góor buy muñal jabaram muy study all the time waajur buy génne xaalisam boo xam ne mënoon na koy dugal feneen fu dépense mën a xaj waaye mu sacrifice ko mu dem jëri ay bor sax pour sa jànga bi mën a jeex ku nekk daal lim yëg moo ko xam waaye nag ñun tamit jaar nañ fa moo tax ñu xam ko kon nag gërëm nañ waajur yi yëpp fii di leen sant bu baax seen bés la. Today we stand on the threshold of new era. As I speak, I want to ask the one presenting to continue making it going. You don't have to stop. While I present, all that is going to be shown on the screen is going to be relevant. So I'm not going to pinpoint any particular image. So let it keep rolling, those people at the back controlling the images. So we are celebrating your incredible achievements and anticipating the bright futures you will forge. Our theme, Empowering the Future Through Technology, invites us to reflect on the journey we have taken and the incredible potential that lies ahead. Let us cast our minds to the 1980s. Most of you were not probably alive in the 1980s. If we talk of technology today, some of us who survived in the 1980s will probably have to share a little bit of our experience. This was a time when technology was beginning to make its mark in our lives. In the Gambia, for example, telecommunication was in its infancy. The idea of connecting with someone across the globe was a distant dream. We relied on letters and infrequent phone calls, with communication often delayed and cumbersome. My experience, when I was in Form 3, that was the first time I used a telephone, in 1983. There was no phone, no mobile phone. I had to march from Amite High School to the place which we were calling at the time cable and wireless. There was no Gamtel. And you find a woman sitting in front of a big machine with so many cables in front of her. And you tell her, I want to call Banjul. The digits at the time were 4 digits. Let's say, for example, you want to call 2435. This lady is going to pull these cables, keep plugging them in some holes there, like, electric, like this telephone, microphone cables. And then she will keep dialing. And once a telephone rings, then she will connect you to a cabin and say, go and pick the phone. And then you start saying, hello. Alternatively, if you have your own phone at home, you have to use a dial. You have to pull the dial around up to the end and leave it to go back. I'm sure many children today don't even know how to use them. So that was the cumbersome nature of telecommunication. But even then, seeds of change were being planted. With Gamtel established in the mid-80s, there were leaps and bounds in a promise for an exceptional future. Early innovations in telecommunications began to shrink our world, making it smaller and more connected. Radio was a dominant medium, providing news and entertainment through access, though access was still limited for many. For those of you who don't know radio, for some of you are not using radio at all, I think. But at our time in the 1970s, 1980s, we listened to radio a lot. There was no FM. You don't believe that? What we had was MW and SW. MW was medium wave, and SW was short wave. And you will have to tune the radio. I still have that kind of radio in my office. You have to keep tuning the radio, and then it will hear the wiring shouting until you get the right tune. And then you listen to BBC. Sometimes it's the most one you get. In the Gambia, the first private radio was Radio C. It was found in Banjul around Bond Road. It's not there anymore. I think it fell in 1996. So, this period marked the start of a journey toward greater connectivity and the early stages of the information age. Fast forward to the 1990s, a decade that witnessed the birth of the internet, the computer, and mobile phones. For us, the computer, yes, but it was already existing. To just give you an example, I went to France in 1992 for the first time to study. I never knew what a computer was. We never saw it. And they introduced me to a computer. I don't know even what they were talking about. And then we keep typing on a keyboard, and they were teaching us MS-DOS. How many of you have done MS-DOS? Raise your hands. Okay, because it's archaic technology for you, right? For us, it was very important technology. That's how you type on a WordPerfect to get a letter. There was no internet. It was not connected. There was no Windows for your information. So this is how it started. So you had this MS-DOS, WordPerfect. You had the dumbbell telephone. We'll come to that. The Ericsson, the Motorola 3310, Nokia. How many elders got 3310 here? Raise your hands. So you see, the 3310 was a small, very important telephone. By the way, even if you throw it and it breaks up, you can still assemble it and get your telephone working. So telecommunication was no longer a luxury, but a necessity. The Gambia saw its first mobile networks, and the internet began to trickle into our lives, opening doors to information and opportunities we have never imagined. I remember my first telephone was in 1996. It was a Motorola dumbbell. You know what is a dumbbell? How many of you know a dumbbell, graduates? Okay, you don't go to the gym. If you go to the gym, when you are raising those iron bars, you know that iron that you raise? It's called a dumbbell. Why did we call our telephone dumbbell at the time? Because it was so big and so heavy that you have to put it on your belt here in a pouch, because you cannot put it in your pocket. Otherwise, you'll be leaning on one side. And if it rings, if you are a serer or a fana, it is more apt at that moment, because it will ring in public, and you want everybody to know you've got a telephone. You will flip the phone open, and you pull out an antenna, and you start shouting in front on the top of your voice. That was the Motorola dumbbell. We call it the dumbbell because of its heavy nature. But then we had also the Windows XP, the Windows 2000, the Y2K. You remember the Y2K? I know Mr. Khan can remember. When everybody was waiting to see that on the 31st of December 1999, the whole computers around the world are going to crash. I wish you were here. See the intensity, everybody waiting. The minutes are ticking towards 2000, because they said all the computers were made, and at 2000, because it's not part of the computer algorithm or configuration, all the computers, even in the banks, they will all crash. So you can even go to the bank probably and get some money there. Crazy, right? It was called the millennium period. And then you had the Macintosh, the floppy disk. I don't want to go through that. But the introduction of personal computers in homes and schools marked a significant leap in how we accessed and processed information. But then transportation too was undergoing a transformation. Improved road networks and the advent of more reliable vehicles made travel easier and more efficient. Today, most of the vehicles are automatic vehicles. But I'm sure many of us remember when you have to ride on a vehicle that is what we call manual. They still have manual vehicles though, but they are getting less and less because manual vehicles are more difficult to drive. Airlines began to offer more regular flights, connecting us not just within the region, but to the wider world. These changes laid the foundation for the technological explosion we are experiencing today. The rise of digital technology in this era set the stage for unprecedented advancements, paving the way for a future where technology would be deeply integrated into every aspect of our lives. Now, as we stand in this 21st century, technology has taken quantum leaps. We have new telephones. You see, I brought this book. I'm not here to read the book, but then you compare to this telephone. You see this book? You see how heavy it is? One book. You know how many books are in this telephone now? I have 100,000 books here. 100,000 books. Will you believe it? If I were to carry 100,000 books here, you know how that would be? So what technology has made, it has shrunk everything for us to access anytime. So I can read as many books as I can from here. Not only books, a lot of documents. So that is what new telephones have given us. New SIM cards. Now you don't even need a SIM card. You can get an eSIM. New computers, earbuds, for those who love listening to music. You don't need cables. Smartwatches. You sometimes, at some point, you might not even need a telephone. Virtual rooms, ubiquitous learning. The technology is so advanced. The telecommunication landscape has evolved beyond recognition. We have moved from landlines to smartphones, from dial-up internet. It makes me laugh because I have experienced dial-up internet. When there was no internet, now you have Wi-Fi and all that. Dial-up internet is when you take your phone and you take your computer and connect it to a kind of a gadget. It's like a router. And when you want to connect to the internet, you click a button and you start doing krrr, krrr. It might take probably around 5 minutes before internet gets connected. And that's called the dial-up because it's connected directly to your telephone and the telephone is connected to the internet. But who sees that now? You don't even need it. So we can communicate with anyone, anywhere, at any time. This connectivity has not only bridged the gap between the educated and the uneducated, but has also created a global classroom where learning is accessible to all. Professor Pierre Gomez will relate. When you were studying in Europe at the time, there was no WhatsApp. It's difficult, no mobile phones. So what you do is you go and buy a scratch card. Sometimes it's called, these Arabian scratch cards or Middle East scratch cards. Then you go and scratch it, and then you call, use a code, then you get your line direct. By the time you say hello and all that, the scratch card is finished. And even in the Gambia, we had many scratch cards too. So, innovations like 5G networks promise even faster and more reliable connectivity, enabling real-time interactions and the seamless integration of digital services into our daily lives. Transportation has been revolutionized with advancement in electric vehicles, autonomous driving, and even space travel. Electric vehicles are becoming mainstream, offering sustainable alternatives to traditional fuel-powered cars. Autonomous driving technology is not only improving road safety, but also transforming logistics and public transportation. In Senegal already we have electric vehicles. Very soon in the Gambia, you will have an electric vehicle. You drive right into your home, you pull out a cable from your car and plug it on the wall, and then the next day you unplug it and you drive it. You don't need fuel anymore. These innovations have not only improved efficiency, but also opened new avenues for economic growth and entrepreneurial ventures. The advent of drone technology is revolutionizing delivery systems, while Hyperloop and other high-speed transport innovations promise to redefine long-distance travel, making it faster and more efficient. And then there is artificial intelligence. AI has transcended the boundaries of human imagination, driving advancements in healthcare, education, and governance. In healthcare, for example, AI-powered diagnostics and telemedicine have made quality care accessible to remote and undeserved regions. AI algorithms analyze vast amounts of data to predict disease outbreaks, tailor treatment and to individual patients, and even assist in complex surgeries with unparalleled precision. In education, for example, AI-driven platforms provide personalized learning experiences, ensuring that every student can reach their full potential. AI is a tool. I'm sure I don't need to tell you this. You are now included in your curriculum. So adaptive learning technologies adjust to each student's pace and style, making education more efficient, more effective, and more engaging. Virtual classrooms and AI tutors offer round-the-clock assistance, breaking down barriers to education and fostering a culture of continuous learning. You will see some of the images where a teacher is standing right in the middle of the class and using AI technology and giving classes, not only in that classroom, but probably in more than 5 or 10 classrooms simultaneously. So predictive analytics and AI-driven insights enable governments to make informed decisions, streamline public services, and enhance citizen engagement. Graduates, as you reflect on this remarkable journey from the 1980s through the 1990s to today, recognize the incredible potential that lies within your grasp. If you don't study technology, you are a munku. That is the truth. So even the old ones like us, we don't have to be munku anymore, So I hope Professor Gomez is going to take that, because that's higher education component. Everybody must be obliged to study technology, or else you become a munku. So you are the torch bearers of this technological revolution. Your skills and knowledge position you to be the architects of a future where technology empowers every facet of our lives. Very soon, you will enter a house and you will just say lights, and the lights will come on. You will say TV on, and the TV will go on. Everything will be voice recognized. You understand? This is a reality already here. So remember that. So embrace new technologies with open minds and bold hearts. Use your expertise to create entrepreneurs and foster economic growth. Blockchain technology is revolutionizing finance, offering secure and transparent transactions, and opening new frontiers for entrepreneurship. Leverage technology to harness the youth dividend, driving transformative change across our nation and the world. Your innovations can transform healthcare. You should not content yourself with only what is available. you should also challenge yourselves to create what is not yet available. Your innovations can transform healthcare, making it more accessible and effective. Virtual reality, which you have already learned about, and augmented reality are enhancing medical training and patient care, providing immersive experiences that were previously unimaginable. We should have hospitals in practically every village. You don't need extraordinary material. You need experienced people who can use technology and can do healthcare delivery in the remotest village today. You don't need people to travel. All this is possible. So technologies like Internet of Things, which we call IoT, are connecting devices and systems, creating smart classrooms that enhance the learning experience. So your commitment to the ethical use of technology can strengthen governance, curb corruption, and build strong, transparent institutions. Technology can also improve government in the way they do things. You don't have to, for example, travel. In some countries, you don't even have to travel to go look for your ID card. You can have everything done within the confines of your room. Meaning that if you access the technology, you should have all your digital information available. Just a matter of feeding it, and it'll give you your ID card. We'll come to a time when everybody will be a number in the technology. There's nothing we can do about it. That's where we are going to lead. Meaning that your health records, your social records, social care records, or social security records, every record, your education, everything will be fed into a computer. And a matter of a button, you can have everything available as you want it. This is the reality. You want it or not, it is the reality. So as you embark in your next chapter, remember the journey we have taken from the early days of telecommunication and transportation to the dawn of AI. We have seen the power of technology to transform lives and societies. You are the pioneers of the next wave of innovation. Your journey is not just about personal success. It is about empowering the future through technology for the betterment of all. It is about taking us out of our rudimentary means of production, producing fast and efficient ways of agricultural production, livestock management, and improvement in all skills areas. Congratulations to the class of 2024 of the Indian Institute of Hardware Technology. May your path be illuminated. May your path be illuminated with the brilliance of innovation, the strength of knowledge, and the spirit of service. Together, let us empower the future through technology. Assalamu alaikum.
A round of applause for Dr. Barry, please. You know, he was able to take us through the historical development of technology. And that was very impressive because for people like me, some of the things that he was talking about, I didn't even know. I didn't know anything about dialogue internet, actually, or some of the calls he was talking about when he was in Armitage. But, you know, it's a progress. It's a progressive thing we have seen. You know, from those struggles that we had to do when we had computers but we didn't have internet, and when we had internet but it was terrible. And now we're talking about Elon Musk talking about satellite internet, and we're talking about how fast that is, right? You can download a whole movie in a couple of minutes, right? And so it's just gonna keep getting better. It's not gonna go down. This is gonna keep going up. Everywhere we reach and you think, wow, we never thought we would reach here. Somebody else is thinking about something a lot more developed than that. And so here is where I wanna speak to the students. That is, at the stage that you are at right now, you haven't even scratched the surface. Literally, you are just beginning. You are just starting. And what that means is when you leave here, you don't go home, I have learned this particular thing, I am now okay. You're not okay. You have not even started, right? I think the greatest thing we say to our friends or to people around us is, you're perfect the way you are. You're not. You're not everything you can become. You haven't achieved everything you can achieve. You haven't learned everything you can learn. You haven't done everything you can do. As long as you are alive, there is more to learn, there is more to do, there is more to achieve, there is more to be. So no, you are not perfect. We must keep learning. We must keep evolving. We must keep doing new things. Life is a progress. That is why we call human beings, B-E-I-N-G. It's a present continuous tense. We are not called human done. We're not called human beings, human beings. So as long as you are alive, you must continue to be, right? And so we go to the next presentation. So we have a group, we have two students who are going to do a presentation on art and software development. And this is Usainu Banja and Hawa Sanusi. Can we have Usainu and Hawa? Round of applause for them.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, honorable guest speakers, honorable ministers, dear family and friends. Okay, thank you. Dear family and friends, staff and lecturers of IIHT Gambia, my dear colleague graduates, good afternoon to you all, and a big congratulations to all of us, the graduates. My name is Hawa Sanusi. I studied advanced software development in software and database management system. I am here with my colleague Usain Banja to present on some applications we have built. As we are now in the technology era, we know that applications are very important in our era right now. So we built 3 applications based on a crime report scene, land management system, and also the weather app system. So the crime report scene is all about, like in the Gambia right now, there is a high crime rate. So there is a high crime rate in the Gambia. So we build this crime report, like for example, if there is a burglary or a stab or hit and run, you can just go to the online application, send a report. All you need to do is send a report, put in your information and the location you are in, then it will be sent to the police administration and the nearest police based on your location. So from the police, the police officers are doing their best. So that is why we built this app in order to help them more to reduce the crime rate in the Gambia. When the crime reports are being sent to these people, to the police, they will send it to the administrator, and then the administrator or the nearest police station, based on the app, the location, the police will arrive at the scene and take the victims and secure the life of the citizens. As we all know, we can all be security agents for each other. The other application we built is based on land management system. As currently in the court, there are many issues about land. So, like one land can be sold to different people, 4 or 5 people with one land. So, with the help of this land management system, you just have to put on your details and your details. When you put in your details and the serial code, if the government collaborate and put in this land management system to integrate it in the country, all the landowners can register their lands with the government. So with this registration done, you can just, if someone wants to sell a land to you, and you don't know who the real person of the owner of the land is, in case it's a theft land or the person is trying to sell one land to different people, all you need is the government will just integrate a unique ID which will be entered into the land management application. So when it is entered in the application, when you enter the unique ID, it will generate all the information of the particular land. If you have a land in Sanyan and the individual puts in the serial, the unique code, it will integrate the name of the individual, the owner of the land, the location, the number. So from there, you can call the owner of the land and confirm if he is the one who wants to sell the land to you. So in future, we are also planning to put in the Google GPS and the API. So when the government registers the lands with the Google Plus, it will just synchronize with the system. and it will show you the location. Based on the location you're standing, it will just integrate the information of the owner and everything. The other app we also built is about the weather. Currently, we are all aware that we are in the raining season, so people will like to know, like, when you want to go out, what will be the weather for that day. So you will enter in this application and put in and check your details about the weather today. It shows the temperature, the wind, and everything about this weather. So my colleague, Usainu Banja, will be the one to demonstrate on the applications we have built. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum to you all. My name is Usainu Banja, a software student on your database for the batch 2023-2024. I'm here to take you to demonstrate some apps that we have built for you, which is crime management, land management, and the weather system. That's the weather forecasting app. Okay. If you can open the crime management. About crime management, in the Gambia here, we know now crime every day is now an everyday thing. And then, to be honest, our security people are doing very good. Because at night while we are sleeping, they are outside patrolling the country. But are they getting the information at the right time? Sometimes they will be around Tabokoto, and then there will be crime around Latrikunda. But how will they know? If we are to use 199 on others for them to, for us to call the station call, that will take time. But with this app, you can just enter and report the crime. All the patrol teams will have the information, and they will know the location. So the nearby patrol station will just rush in before the incident go off. So with the help of this app and the population, crime will be very minimized. As we know, we are all police. So we have to control our country. We have to regulate our country. We shouldn't say people will say I'm an informer. No, we have to be informers. If we want to stay in a safe life, if we want to be in a safe life. So this is the crime app. If you can please go to the landing page first. Just home button, the right one at the top. This is the landing page. It says, welcome to the various websites. Check your weather conditions that the app can do for you. Report a crime before it gets worse. We have to be very fast. So we need a fast thing. And then have you confirmed your land before paying it? That's for the land management, which you pay millions or thousands to buy a land. After buying, even with your documents, you will still end in every day going to court. How much are you even paying for lawyers and others? So some people will just say, let me just forget about it because what I'm paying is even more than what I buy the land for. So with this registering land, it will do good for the country. So the crime management. So for the crime, this is a short video to see what this app can do, this crime management can do for us, because these people are just trying to attack somebody with a knife and then instantly police come. But how did police know that this thing is occurring at this place at that time? It's because of the help of CCTV or information. So if you can open the crime application, the crime app, reports. Click the home page, please. Click home page again. Click on crime at the nav bar. Click the link, crime report link on the crime report, under the crime report before the video. Okay, that's for the crime report. So the moment you are there, you just click crime and then it takes you to the crime section, then you report your crime. This is where you can report. You write your email, your name, the incident occurring there, and then a location. So the moment you click on submit, this report will be sent to all the patrol teams and then to the nearest police station, even to anywhere the police will like the information to be. So it will be a journey thing. The moment it happens, the police are there to settle the crime. So we have to join them to make sure that we settle our crime rate. So if you log in as an admin, this admin will be accessed by only the police. That's the authorized people. So they will immediately receive an alert. There's a crime at this place, and then they will just tell their driver, we have to go to this part because we are so close to it, and then we can settle it. And maybe like if there are 3 patrol teams around that area, all of them will get the report at the same time, and all of them can go to it. So they can come in different directions. So the bandits or the crime makers, you have very, very little chance to escape from the police. And one thing also, another one we have is the land management system. This land management system, what we have here is just to show you just an idea of it. But later on, maybe the updated version or the next one, if we get the whole support and everything, this land system, we can put it in a Google mapping system and a GPRS system, whereby if you want to sell me the land and then I talk with you, when you are gone, then I'll just go to the land and use my mobile. Just enter to the app, my location, and then the application will tell you the owner of that land, the contact detail, the email and the name and everything, even the land ID. If you don't know the ID, if you know the ID, you can just put the ID there, and then the system will take. And this land registration will be done by only the local governments because they are responsible for lands. We have land documents. All lands are registered in the Gambia, but they are all most of them are on manual system. People are forging the receipts. That's the land papers. One land can have 3 papers because all papers, some land papers are back 10 years back. Some we didn't even know where they are. But with this system, every land will be registered only once, and government will do that registration. They can even go by there, use the Google Plus, as my friend said, and then when they integrate it into Google, then the moment I stand there, my information will be there, or the owner of the land, the information will be there. So nobody will sell me a land today and tomorrow. If I buy a land for 500, the following day I will use 600,000 to just to win that land again. That is like 1,100,000, which is so expensive. So this application will help us to control these land issues that we are having in our neighbors. Every day, families are having problems because of land and oil. And the next one we have is the weather forecast. That's the weather, yes.
Welcome to the world of great opportunity. Welcome to the world of Android. If you are wondering why you should make a career in Android app development, here we go. Android app development market is booming and creating numerous job opportunities for you. The number of smartphone users will reach 2.16 billion by the end of 2006. Android holds 82.8% of all smartphones operating system market share. There are 1.6 million Android apps on Google Play Store. As organizations are looking for dedicated team for Android app development, there are plethora of job roles available, like Android developer, Android programmer, Android system engineer, senior Android programmer, senior mobile engineer. Android developers are highly in demand. paychecks starting with 4 to 5 lakhs per annum. Why? IIHT. Once you decide...
Yeah, that's a video of IIHT. I cannot. This is their website. This is their weather app. So those videos are there to tell people. It's just like an advertising for them. But this application, you just enter the name of a city from Gambia, London, Senegal, South Africa, anywhere in the world, and it will tell you the weather of that day before you go out. As we are in the rainy season, especially in the Gambia here, can you please search for Banjul? And that's our CEO. I cannot thank him less for him for him bringing this wonderful institution to the Gambia, because before I even choose this IIHT, I make a research. I ask people, which school do you think they can make me to build my own application without any other editing applications, like maybe WordPress, like just to take another applications and build an app. No, I said I want to build it from scratch, which is coding. Okay, that is Banjul. It says like...
Welcome to the world of great opportunity. Welcome to the...
It says heavy rain, total of 25 millimeters, heaviest during Sunday night. So tomorrow, Banjul, we are expecting rain, warm maximum of 28 on Saturday morning, and minimum of 25 degrees on Sunday night. Mainly fresh wind. So after the rain, we can go to Banjul to have that fresh wind there. So if you can please search for London, let me go. So while it's loading, after searching for the best school, and then somebody told me, I was having three names, which three schools that are offering this. So, but when I think of Indian Institute, I said Indians, they are very good in computer. Let me choose the Indian institution. So maybe one day I may go to India to learn maybe to be a very professional software developer. Okay, it says London mostly dry, warm maximum of 25 degrees on Monday afternoon, minimum of 14 degrees on Sunday night, wind will be generally light. Okay, so from any of the apps here, you can just go forward and backward. Like home will take you to the landing page, and we have the crime. That's why maybe whilst you are in a weather site, and then you just see a crime, you just press think of land. Hey, this land, this is the ID. Let me see how it is. And even if you about the land issue, people are abroad working very hard every day, sending us money here to buy land for them. What are we doing? We buy land and then we put our name there. Or we said we buy land, they will never see the proof. But the moment this application is there, they can, even in Europe there, they can just search the ID of the land and then they will know the land. Even with Google help, they will even get the location of the land. That if we are going to take the application forward and update all other versions, it can be there. So all what we need here is the support. Is the support of our leaders, the support of our family, government, and even NGOs and other business companies. This is something that only government cannot take. I thank IIHT, but they still need support from other people and other institutions. As we know, this is coding. Coding is not an easy subject. Coding is not an easy subject, and then it's not very cheap. That's why maybe many people are not going to read, or because we are not using other applications just to go to what we want and edit. No, we remove our codes from our head. Mr. Daniel, if you can please show them what coding is and how we build this. Because we just tell computer, hey, machine, this is what we want you to do for us. then the machine will go and do. It's all about writing. It's all about writing. Mr. Daniel, you can please open Visual Studio. So just one application, it can take you thousands of codes, depending on how big your application is. But so it's not an easy site, and not only one person can do. So this Gambia here, we can do it. We can push our country forward. Now everything is digital. Everything is internet. So there are a lot of areas that if we, the Gambian youths, we get the maximum support we can do for our country, especially internet. But thanks to AfriCell, with their AfriMoney, now internet is a bit cheap, and DK Telecom, I have to thank them because I'm using their service, and with them also, that's why we are able to come up with this software. And IIHT, Mr. Daniel, my lecturer, we cannot forget him. Anything that I did here is him. Anything that I cram here is them. Because this one, this is not pure 100% English. So this is something that we need to learn. This is coded. We say link, real, style sheet. What is that? It's not general. It's not like just English notes where you just write, computer, I want you to go and this, and you said no. You just, what is div? We open div, we said dot title. This is the language that computer understands. This is the communication direct to the computer. So, and then we tell him, machine, this is what we want you to do for us, then do for us. So it's not easy to cram all this or to go with it. And only one dot can mix up the whole application. So it's not an easy side. But again, thanks to IIHT and Mr. Daniel for helping us to go through this. And because of them, we are here right now. Thank you.
I'm a little taller than people, so if I come, I have to. That was a very, very impressive presentation. A round of applause for them, please. I did say we have talked about a lot of the problems. Let's talk about the solutions. And these young people are coming up with solutions. If you ask in this room, there must be at least one or two people who have had an issue with land, buying a land and finding out that somebody else bought it. Or you start building and somebody comes and says, it's my land. They're giving us a solution. Right? If you have every plot of land given a number and registered on this platform, you don't even have to go to the ministry to find out whether someone owns it or not. If someone says, I'm selling you a plot of land, just say, what is the number and where is it located? Then enter the details into this platform, and it will tell you whether this land belongs to someone or not, whether it belongs to the person who says he or she is selling it or not. These are the solutions we're looking for. The app they made on the issues around crime is another one. If you ask me, what is the toll-free number for the police? I do not know. Mianda, right? But if you have this app, if we have this application, it's something that everyone can use. Everybody uses the smartphone now. Everybody. So these are the solutions that we are interested in. This is why what we're doing here today is relevant. Why? Because these young people are not just trying to obtain a certificate to come and get a job. No, they are coming up with solutions. They're interrogating things. They are recognizing the problems within the society and saying, hey, what can we do about this technology-wise? And those are the solutions that we have seen presented here. So that was very, very impressive. Awa and Mr. Banja, a round of applause for them one more time. So we have almost come to the tail end of this activity. What we're going to have is I'm going to call a student from IIHT, that is Awanjai Sane, to give the vote of thanks before we have the chief guest of honor to give a statement, because we say when the guest of honor speaks, nobody else speaks. So can we have Awanjai Sane?
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, families and friends, my dear colleague graduates, good afternoon. It's a great honor for me to stand before you today as we celebrate this significant milestone in our lives. On behalf of the graduating classes, I would like to extend our deepest gratitude and appreciation to everyone who has made this journey possible. It is hard to believe that many of us walked into IIHT with little or no knowledge about information, communication, and technology, ICT. We were curious, eager, and to be honest, a bit overwhelmed by the vastness of the ICT field. But thanks to the unwavering support, exceptional teaching, and constant encouragement from our outstanding lecturers, we have now transformed from beginners to professionals, ready to take on the challenges of the technology world. As a multimedia student, my journey has been anything but ordinary. Coming from a background with little or no support, I faced abundant challenges. There were times when I doubted my abilities and questioned whether I could continue. But each obstacle became a stepping stone, pushing me to work harder and I believe more in myself. With limited resources and not having a personal computer or a laptop, I had to travel to school every 2 days to come to use the lab so that I could complete my assignments on time. It was exhausting, but it taught me more resilient, to be more resilient and determined. Gladly today, I am proud of how far I have come. My experiences have not only shaped my skills, but also my character. They have taught me that with determination and support, even the most difficult challenges can be overcome. And to that I could, the only source of knowledge is experience. To our IIHT administration, we owe a debt of gratitude. Your vision and dedication to support providing a top-notch educational environment has been the foundation of our growth. You have equipped us with state-of-the-art facilities, ensured that we have all the resources necessary to thrive. Your commitment to our success has been evident in every decision made. And for that, we are incredibly grateful. Our lecturers, words cannot express the depth of our appreciation. You have not only imparted knowledge, but have also inspired us to push boundaries and think critically. Your passion for teaching and your willingness to go the extra miles for each of us have left a permanent mark on our hearts and minds. You have been our mentors, guides, and sometimes even our friends. Thank you for believing in us, even when we doubted ourselves, and for challenging us to be better. We also extend our heartfelt thanks to the non-teaching staffs, whose behind-the-scenes efforts have been instrumental in our journey. From the administrative staff, who have ensured everything ran smoothly, to the technical team who kept our systems running without a hitch. Your contribution has been invaluable. And to our families, friends, and sponsors, thank you for your unwavering support and encouragement. Your belief in us has been our anchor, and your sacrifices have not gone unnoticed. We share this achievement with you. As we step into the next chapter of our lives, we carry with us the knowledge, skills, and values instilled in us by the esteemed institution. We are confident that we are well prepared to make significant contributions to the technology industry and society as a whole. In closing, I am saying a big congratulations to all the graduates. May your futures be bright, your dreams be big, and your successes be numerous. Thank you once again to everyone who has been a part of this remarkable journey. We are forever grateful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Awa. That was a heart-touching speech. A round of applause one more time. And as I said, we have come to the end of this event. I will be calling the Honorable Minister, Honorable Professor Per Gomez. I met Mr. Gomez a few years ago when he was the Dean of the School of Art and Science. I was enrolled at the university to study political science at the time. I did not exactly want to study political science. I wanted to do law. But then I had been there for some time, and I couldn't actually go to school. I was going to school, but I couldn't do the exam because I was struggling with scholarship. So I went to him and I said, can I get a scholarship? And he was like, the faculty doesn't give scholarships, but I can link you with someone. And so he introduced me to a friend who was providing scholarships at the time. And I remain great friends with this man he introduced me to this day. And that man facilitated a scholarship for me. And Mr. Gomez, I finally finished my degree at the university. It took longer than it should have, but it is finally done. And he has done a lot. In fact, the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, and Science and Technology is doing so well right now under his leadership. It is an exemplary ministry in the entire administration of this country, in the whole executive. He has been an exemplary leader since he took over the ministry. And for this, individually, personally, I am proud to associate myself with him, because those who know him know what he has been doing way before he got to the ministry in the first place. On that note, I would like to invite you, Professor Per Gomez, to deliver your statement, and then we will wrap this up.
Congratulations for your degree, and keep it up. Honorable Halifa Sallah, Dr. Cherno Omar Bari, Aisha Tundao, center leader, lecturers, students, parents, the media fraternity here present. Good afternoon to you all. After listening to Honorable Halifa Sallah, I said maybe we should have closed it at that level, and then, because what a better inspiration, coming from the man of wisdom. When Honorable Halifa Sallah speaks, Roma would have spoken and would have ended it. But just to honor this invitation, I want to thank you for this opportunity. Thank the management, thank Honorable Usman Ba for his contribution in national development, and thank the lecturers and management of IIHT and the students also for believing in this cause. Many, many years ago, as part of our development agenda in this country, it was believed that we had to invoke the second stream of education, which is the Tibet agenda, to really promote hands-on education. That's why in the early 80s, at that time and even before that, you had what was called the junior secondary technical. Then now you had the high schools who will do general education. But along the way, we missed the road. Along the way, everything got mixed up. You don't know who is doing technical. You don't know who is doing general education. Next year, 60 years of independence, we don't have technicians to fix our problems. 60 years of independence, we are struggling to have technicians in key areas. When you're coming, you see the road being constructed. Most of them are non-Gambians. When the University of the Gambia that is being built, 3/4 of those who are there are non-Gambians. We are taking loans. But when the money comes, we now realize that we are having a structural problem. Because for 60 years, we failed to put in place what I call a system of containment. When those funds, when those millions come, we need to have people here in the Gambia who have the expertise to do that job, so that the money is paid to those people, then the money stays in this country. Then Germany, then natange am sig dekabi. Then the youths will feel it. But what happens? Where are our youths? Most of them, every day, every week, you are told that some are in concentration camps in the desert, in Maghreb. But also, when we watch TV, most of the time, we are reminded that the Mediterranean Sea has been transformed into a graveyard. And yet next year, we're going to celebrate 60 years of independence. What type of independence are we going to celebrate if we can't feed ourselves, if we can't build our house, if the laborers are absent? So, my message to the youths of this country and the graduates. For 60 years, this country was waiting for the laborers because we wanted to build that house. But they never came. From here, we call on those people again to come out and build the house. For the system to be in place. Together, we build a better Gambia. I always remind you about what Albert Einstein said to us, that education is what will remain when everything is no more. Ham mo yore rew. When everything is no more, education will be what will remain. So you cannot build that new Gambia if you do not invest in education, if you do not have that human capital. Because we abandoned that mission, that's why 60 years after independence, we are yet to reach that final destination. So, ladies and gentlemen, I urge the youths and the graduates to take up that responsibility. You've gotten the skill sets, in IT and other digital components. Make good use of that. Hands-on education helps you to feed yourself, feed your family, and feed the nation. You cannot go to school and come out and be begging in style. That was not the reason why you went to school. You cannot go to school and come back again and waiting for your brother in Babylon or your parents to sell their land for you to go through the back way. What was the essence of you going to school? You see, education liberates the individual. Education gives you freedom. But education helps you to have that autonomy. So you cannot be a citizen who is just a citizen because you just have a birth certificate. A citizen must be active. You cannot be a passive citizen. A citizen must be somebody who has his role to contribute in national development. You cannot be a citizen and be a parasite. That's not what we call a citizen. You must be part of that decision-making process. In other words, you cannot be at the periphery. So those of you graduating today, those days when you were at the periphery are over. You need to come forward now. Come out and be counted. What is your contribution? What are you going to put on the table? So today the Gambia calls on you to put something on the table. Because you never flop. You never flop. But what would be your contribution? Langai Indiale. Because we need to build the house, the national house, called the Gambia. What would be your contribution? You cannot come out and be saying Gaida Fundara. You cannot come out to say, small brother, Yone Halis. Your langai take on the table. Your langai yoni. Your langai flop. So this is the message. All developed countries, this is what they did. I just want to give you one example. South Korea. In the 60s, yes, GDP was far, far below what it is today. Below $90. Today, close to 35,000. South Korea doesn't have oil, but they export oil. They use TVET. They will go to countries that have oil, get it to South Korea, refine it and sell. Now that's a waste of time. They have now the boats and everything. Now they will go to those countries and in deep sea do the transformation, process everything and sell. They don't need to bring it to South Korea. They don't have many natural resources, but today they are fifth in the world, fifth in the world. Yet they don't have the natural resources when it comes to exploitation and so on and so forth. It's all based on TVET. Meche mo yore reu. Meche mo yore reu. But then meche bo hamne den ko taxi ham ham. We need to get it right. It's good sometimes to emulate others, but look at what they've done. Go back to history and revisit that and do it right. So that's the reason why the Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology is pushing for this Tibet agenda. Yes, with the limited resources here and there, but we will push. And I say, even we don't have, we need to invoke plan B. You cannot keep on saying we don't have. Come up with, because that's why you went to school. So you must have noticed we've now come up with 3 bills. The student loan scheme bill, so that for the first time we will be supporting students. And even if they don't have the funds, they can get that fund, and then later, now when they finish, maybe given time to get job, 1 year maybe, later grace period, and then later they will be contributing. They will be paying, and that fund will be used to give it to their brothers and sisters. So it serves as a revolving fund. Then also coming up, we have the Tertiary and Higher Education Trust Fund, the third fund, that will support the institutions, tertiary and higher education institutions, to be equipping their structures and their labs and so on and so forth, and teaching materials. But it must be competitive. People need to sit down and do the homework and bring their proposal for that to be funded. Not just you ask for money and it's given to you. Those days must be over. Sit down and do the work. And then now you will be judged based on that. Because after, it must be a system that will come and verify whether the money is utilized for that purpose. Because it's taxpayers' money. Then you have the research and innovation. A country that is not creative, a country that is not innovative, is a dead country. So we need to support research, but research infrastructure, but also the soft component of research. But for the Tibet people also, we are coming up with we just have now launched the SIE, the Skills, Innovation and Entrepreneurship Fund. It has 3 windows. Window 1 will be using that to give scholarship and stipend. We don't normally give out stipend, but for the first time, Mohas will be giving out stipend. When I say stipend, we do for those outside most of the time, but in the Gambia, it's just the scholarship. But this time, we will also attempt to give a stipend for Tibet, so that you go and you don't have to worry about paying tuition fees, but also you'll be given some money for those in Tibet, because it's the skill set that we need. There's a huge gap. Since people want to, many believe that this is about a Wacharaso affair, we need to demonstrate that it is not. That those in Tibet can even pay the minister. So window 1 will be for that. And come 1st of September, God willing, the call will be out. Watch out for it, for those Tibet institutions. But it must be competitive, both from the private sector and the public sector. It's open to everybody. Window 2 will be for the institutions, for their curriculum, so that it responds to the labor market with the industry, so that the curriculum that you have cannot just exist there in vacuum and people come out, they cannot have any work. So, to review the curriculum, to also buy some lab equipment, teaching materials, and so on and so forth. So window 2 will be there for that. So we'll be supporting institutions, Tibet institutions in that regard. Window 3 will be for those students who come out from the Tibet centers, when they finish now, and they have already had plans, startups. So we support them with their startups. It will not be for every student, but at least some students will be able to. Those who come out from these Tibet institutions, and they get that funding. But these last two, window 2 and window 3, will be operational come January. But window 1, 1st of September. And it's all open to institutions from the private sector or public sector. And I call upon IIHT and other Tibet institutions to get ready for that, but it is going to be very competitive. But this is done to support the Tibet agenda, so that we will have the right people to build this nation. So I want to congratulate the students for really taking your time to learn these skills. IT and computer-related activities and technology. We are in 2024. Everything is technology-related now. Even agriculture. You can have some gadgets that help. Link it to agriculture, link it to fisheries, link it to many, many, many things. In other words, now technology should come and make life very easy for us. So that's your role. Life must be easy for us. We cannot use the same approaches like in 1965. So science must come to solve our problems, technology in particular. The demonstration here is a clear example. So I will encourage you to continue doing that, and then also let there be more startups that will come up from this end, and then also through this one, and there are other funding through development partners. EU is going to fund also through IIHT over 10 million on that. So watch out for those funding also, in addition to the ones coming out from MOHAS. But I would want to encourage you to do it, and do it here, and encourage others also to believe in the agenda, and not just to get discouraged. Get discouraged and thinking that the solution is out there, that Babylon. So we also have our banjo. So let's build this banjo. So I want to thank the parents also for really supporting you for this training, and want to encourage everybody, and that this is the way forward. And I want to also encourage IIHT to also continue with this innovation and come up with new programs that will help address our technological challenges in this country. But then for it to be more of applied, once again, applied science, applied technology here that will help respond to this. So on that note, on behalf of His Excellency President Barrow and Gambian people, we want to congratulate you, but I want to advise you to do two things. Those of you with the demonstration, I would want you now to create your own businesses. That believing in yourself, and then you also can do it. I went to Nigeria some years ago, and then they have a market called the Computer Village. It's a market. It's bigger than Serekunda market. It's just technology that they have there. They don't sell anything there apart from technology related. Laptops, mobile phones, but they also repair. But it's bigger than Serakunda market. They call it Computer Village. But what is really interesting for me, I saw some young boys who did not finish high school. They have their code there and they written their engineer. I have my mobile phone, my laptop. I have problems from turntable to Westfield, looking for people to fix that. Some told me, Sani colleague, we market my, but as a Manjago man, so we didn't go Sani. Because I'm Halis. So I kept it and so. So when I was traveling, I went with it. Took it to that place. 1 hour. 1 hour they fixed that laptop. 1 hour they fixed that mobile phone. And by somebody who did not finish high school. Obviously he called himself engineer. I said, yes, engineer in your own right. Because some have masters, some have PhDs, some are professors, they cannot solve this. And you didn't finish high school and you were able to fix this. You are an engineer. So this is possible. Fill that gap. So I will urge you to really help in that regard. But some of you also, I will urge you to continue pursuing your education. That is the second aspect of it. Those of you who can continue to be engineers also at a higher level, I will encourage you to do so for the benefit of this country, so that the Gambia can develop and so that we have a peaceful country and a developed country. And then we will fulfill what we used to say in those days when we used to go to McCarthy Square and after singing, during independence, after singing national anthem, we will also sing Ligay Jotna Gambia Mom na Bopam. Well, I always say I encourage MOPSI to do so, and I'm just now reflecting that I'm the one overseeing MOPSI, but I will continue telling my colleagues out there to bring it back. Because for me, that's the embodiment of civic education. Ligay Jotna Gambia Mom na Bopam. It's about hard work, because it is discouraging parasites. But Gambia Mom na Bopam is about independence. That is for a free and independent autonomous Gambia, where we will now be in charge of our destiny, charge of our development for a better tomorrow. We must continue the march. We must reach that mountain top, and to do that, you are the laborers that this country needs, especially on technology. Congratulations, and thank you very much for listening.
A round of applause for Professor Gomez. I don't have a single word to add on to what he said. That was perfect. It was a perfect way to end the speeches. So we will just go to the next part of this, and that would be awarding certificates to the graduates. I must indicate, so we have a lot of students graduating. So to the family members, please just allow the graduate to take a picture, and then there will be time for you to take pictures outside. Because if we have to allow every graduate to come with the family and take a photo here, we will be here for the rest of the day. So we just had to announce that. So we'll be beginning with the students, the Advanced Diploma in Software Development students. That's where we're going to start. And I would like to invite Honorable Halifa Sallah to hand these certificates over. Momodou Mamar Toure. Yes, Hawa Sanusi. Ajikombe Mendi. Sayo Kamara. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. S-A-I-O, Sayo Kamara. Okay. Eric Omar Sise. Fatu Damfa. Eric Omar Sise. Fatu Damfa. Thank you very much, Honorable Sir. Dr. Barry, can you handle this? So next we have CCNA, Fatoumata D. Balde. Sheikh Tijan Baro. Mamadou Lamin Kamara. Babukar Sise. Al-Husseini Cham. DJ, can you reuse the sound, please? Much better. Modou Lamin Kor. Mamadou Dambele. Fatoumata Fati. Fatoumata Fati. Surakata Joshua. Tamba Jao. Francis Calum. Sekou Mane. Francis, right? Lamin A.S. Jai. Aisha Sane. Ndumbe Sane. Dawda Single. Henry Sondima. Khadija Toure. Ramatullah Jalo. have Mrs. Now? CCNP, Mohammed Lamin Bari. Ibrahima M. Chati. Ibrahima M. Chati. No dem. Keba Gassama. Ndey Maguette Ndaw. Kawsu Seydi Kane. Aliou Sala. Lamin Cham.
Say you can never be the one. God say, make I tell you, say
Diploma in Server Administration, Mohammed Lamin Baro. Mariama Kejalo. Mustafa Jalo. Mustafa Toure. Rashid Kamara, Diploma in Networking Security. Thank you very much, Mr. Professor Gomez, can we have you to hand this certificate? Diploma in Database Administration, Seini Basiru Baji. Seini Basiru Baji. Aja Satangba. Suleiman Ba. Ousseynou Banja. Fabakary Bojang. Fanta Kamara. Musa Sise. Musa Sise. Fatou Dabo. Nyima Gomez. Aliou Diallo. Bintu Diallo. Harriet Diallo. Aissatou Diallo. Aissatou F. Diallo. Aissatou F. Diallo. Mutar Diallo. Usman Diallo. Jainaba Jango.
Say you can never be the one. God say, make I tell you, say.
Aissatou Diadio. Nyima Jase. Safin Jai Jobate. Fatou Kante. Mohammed Hadi Khan. Fatou Mane. Babu Karndao. Nyima Senghor. Yande Touré. Musa Cisse. Musa Cisse, no. Seni Basiru Baji. Seni Basiru Baji. Thank you, Prof. Thank you very much. Can we have Sambanyang to give these certificates, board member? Multimedia, yeah? Eric Abeni. Omar An. Sheikh Hatta Baji. Mariam Ba. Amicham. Maimuna Cham. Lamin Chadi. Lamin Chadi, Jainaba Drame, Mariatu Fadera, Jalika Fofana, Mariatu Fadera, Babu Gay, Jamu Jite, Keba Jalo, Husseinu Jalo, Samba Jalo, Suleiman SM Keita, Suleiman SM Keita, Clarice Mpemba, Awanjai Sane, Ndey Fatou Sane, Lamin A. Sanya, Ndey Fatou, Chilel Seka, Chilel Seka, Suleiman SM Keita, Mariatu Fadera. Thank you very much, Mr. Thank you. Can we have Mr. Ismail Ajaji to deliver the certificates? Technical support, yeah? Babu Karsi. Jibril Say. Ibrahim Asane. Ibrahim Asane. Mohammed Jai.